All right, viewers, this is the big breaking news that is coming in right at this moment. 600 people from 3 villages evacuated after gas leak at Konaseema in Andhra Pradesh sparks inferno. Now, a gas leak at an ONGC well here in Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Konaseema district, operated by a contractor, sparked an inferno on Monday, and we showed you the latest visuals yesterday too. And this has led to the evacuation of around 600 people, ladies and gentlemen, 600 people from around 3 villages within a 4 kilometers radius, because there was a threat of more explosions and it was a big inferno and could have harmed more people around that region. And 600 people have now, the latest update that we are getting, that 600 people from 3 villages within a 4 kilometer radius. Now, these were the visuals, as you can see on your television screen. A big explosion took place and the visuals of the fire, as you can see. And now, as a safety measure, 600 people from 3 villages have been evacuated from that location, from around 4 kilometer radius of that location. Now, fortunately, no deaths or casualties have been reported yet so far. An official of the Maharatna Public Sector Company has said that the fire occurred due to a gas pipeline leakage at the Mori 5 well, which is operated by Deep Industries Limited as part of production enhancement operations, as per ONGC official. All right, for more details, we are being joined by Aishwarya. Aishwarya, yesterday also we covered the story, and this is what we were asking, like, are people evacuated? Now this is a big development that 600 people have been evacuated. What are the latest updates in this story?
Exactly, like you pointed out, the fire had actually is becoming uncontrollable because of the heights of gas leak that has happened. Because this particular well contains over 40,000 cubic meters of gas reserves, and with crude oil mixed gas that has been leaked, the authorities as well as the fire extinguishers are finding it extremely difficult to get it under control. What they're saying is that at least by noon is something that they would get it into control. However, when they understood the depth of this particular incident, they immediately evacuated all the villages, the nearby 2-3 villages, and they have been sent to Lakkavaram, which is the nearest town from these villages, and in a community hall, all these villages have been given stay there for a couple of days until the whole fire situation is under control. And almost, as you pointed out, 600 villages have been evacuated to Lakkavaram nearby, and even what the authorities are looking at is to release water from the rivers nearby onto to this particular wall, so that latest by afternoon they could get the gas and the fire under control.
All right, what are the immediate steps that are being taken by the ONGC authorities and the fire department in that location? And why is it getting so difficult to control this gas leak and the explosion and the fire inferno?
Entire Konaseema district houses a lot of ONGC pipelines, and this particular pipeline in the village where it has busted had already a repair work that was being undertaken, and during that a wall had actually stopped working, which led to this massive fire blast. So what the authorities are saying is that because of this well that contains 40,000 cubic reserves, it is a very high amount of gas that this particular well contains. So that is the reason to control this particular fire, it has been taking them a very long time, though they have been on it since yesterday afternoon because of the level of crude oil and the gas which has been mixed together, and because of which it is also posing another problem for them to control it as fast as they can. But they are also saying that the nearby rivers will also be used, and this particular well will be seized for some time until and unless it is being proven again that it is in the right condition to be used again.
All right. Has there been any timeline that has been given to control this fire? It's a difficult issue, but has a timeline been given by the authorities, by ONGC or the fire department and other officials?
Though there's no official timeline that they have set for themselves, but at least what the workers there, the fire department there on the ground, they are saying that by noon is something that they are setting a target for themselves to control the fire. Because it's been almost when it reaches noon, it will be almost 24 hours that the fire is still on. So at least they would want. They're also saying that it will take at least 24 hours to get the entire situation under control. So by noon is something that the authorities have set themselves, given a timeline, saying that by noon they will try to control the situation.
All right, Aishwarya, are they assessing other pipelines too in that region? Are other pipelines also at risk because of the gas leak and leakage and blast and explosion in one pipeline? Are other pipelines being examined too in that region?
Yes. There's a thorough examination that is happening. As I already pointed out, this entire Konaseema district houses several ONGC pipelines there in the Rayalaseema district. They are soon after this particular the fire broke out, all the pipelines were closed, were immediately taken care of, and they were trying to control this particular fire. And what they're also saying is that all the other pipelines will be checked, and because there was a repair work that was going on. So they would also assess what is the status of the repair work, because of this particular gas leak, the repair work will also face ramification, will also face consequences. Yes. So what is the amount of damage that has been caused because of the fire is something they have to yet assess, because there's still the fire that is coming out of these gas leaks. So once it is controlled, the next step there will be their assessment of the damage and what is the status of the other adjacent gas pipes.
All right, Aishwarya, thanks for the details on this story. We'll come back to you as more details come in this story. It's massive explosion, massive gas leak, and the visuals on your television screen, as you can see. All right, viewers, time to slip into another big